Chapter 3. Confessions. Deep breaths. Xavier. Breathe. You've been drinking. There's no way that was Claire. She passed away. You were there. She's been cremated. There's no way, Xavier says, trying to reassure himself, not sure of what he just saw. It's the alcohol. It's gotta be. He admits he drank a little too much. He got a little angry. A lot is going on right now. Get a hold of yourself, Xavier. Xavier finally gets a hold of himself and stands back up, staring at Jack in the tank. He looks at the monitors. Everything reports as normal. The water looks like normal water now. What happened to the blue and purple? Was I imagining this whole thing? A few seconds later, the doors open. It's Laura. Xavier, what the hell are you doing here? Laura asks, noticing the smell of alcohol. Oh, she says, you've been drinking. Well, that explains all the noise. Xavier looks at Laura. Sorry, Doc, I got a little drunk. I needed to see him and express my feelings. Completely understandable, Laura replies. However, he cannot talk back. Kind of pointless, don't you think? Yeah, I'm beginning to see your point, Xavier says. But, Doc, something strange happened. Oh. Laura raises an eyebrow. Yeah, Xavier continues. I began thinking about Claire. I got really angry remembering how Jack showed up just to see her die. I started punching the glass, blaming him. He was supposed to be her protector. She loved him, Laura. She loved him, and he did nothing. Xavier starts crying. The Archangel was supposed to help. Isn't that what he does? He helps people in their time of need. Isn't that what he does? Xavier sobs heavily. Laura comforts Xavier. Oh, my dear boy. Indeed, he does. But he's not a god. He's only one man. I know that, Xavier replies, wiping his tears. But why did he do nothing? He only showed up just to watch her die. Is that what you think? Laura asks, looking into Xavier's eyes. Do you believe that? Do you think the man in that tank did nothing? Oh, my dear boy, I think it's time you hear the truth. Come, Xavier, follow me, Laura says. I think it's time you hear my side of the story. Xavier, confused, replies. Laura? What do you know about Claire? Quite a bit, Laura says. I was the head physician assigned to her case. I thought it was Dr. Malcolm Cole, Xavier says, still confused. Dr. Malcolm? He's my partner, Laura explains. Doctors work better in pairs. We both worked our asses off on Claire's case, as did our team. Laura leads Xavier to the crew lounge. There was nobody there. Everyone was either working or sleeping. Find a place to get comfortable, Laura says. I need some tea. Sam, Laura calls out, can you ask Amanda, Dr. Malcolm, and Jennifer to come to the crew lounge? It's not urgent, so let them know that. But I would like them here. They need to hear this too. A few minutes later, everyone arrived. Amanda was wearing a t-shirt that said something like, happiness can be found even in the darkest of times. All you have to do is turn on the light. Albus Dumbledore. It was probably a quote from one of her favorite books, I assumed. She was holding her tablet, a water bottle, and some snacks. Dr. Malcolm arrived yawning, drinking a cup of coffee. Amanda offered him a snack, and he gladly accepted, saying, Thank you, my dear. These are my favorites. Jennifer was the last to arrive. Her hair was a mess, her face sweaty, and she was wearing baggy clothes. Sorry I'm late, Jennifer said. I was busy working out. More like getting laid, Malcolm said. Jennifer replied, Okay, I was getting dicked down. Well, we were using a strap-on, so that counts, right? Everyone shrugged. Oh, fuck you all. At least it stays hard, Jennifer said, staring at Malcolm. Malcolm replied, My wife never complains, sweetheart. If you don't eat it, you don't need it. That's my philosophy, he said. Everyone laughed. Amanda giggled, her face red. You have a point, Jennifer said. Okay, Laura said. Enough, children. We can talk about the birds and the bees later. Malcolm made a buzzing sound, and everyone laughed again. Laura gave him a look. It's late, Malcolm said. We're tired. Today was just exhausting. Everyone nodded in agreement. What did you need? Malcolm asked Laura. Xavier finally spoke up. We're here because apparently You and Laura worked on my sister's case, and the man in that tank out there is the cause of all of it. Oh, Malcolm said. Where should we begin, Laura? Malcolm asked, getting more comfortable and taking a sip of coffee. Xavier, like I said. Laura started. Xavier, you said Jack didn't do anything to save your sister. Well, that couldn't be further from the truth, Malcolm said. She's doing more after death than she did in life. What the hell are you talking about? Xavier said. Her genetic cells are being used to save many lives as we speak. Laura and Malcolm went on and on talking about it. They were trying to cure Claire's cancer, but it was so aggressive that even if they found a cure, it would be too late. Claire's antibodies were doing something special. They were making a vaccine to prevent this type of cancer, literally stopping it in its tracks. Claire's body was shutting down, and Jack funded the whole damn project. Millions of credits trying to find a cure or reverse it in some way. We had to tell him there was none. The only thing we found was a way to prevent this type of cancer from ever coming back in the future. He became enraged. Is it fucking money? You can have all I have, he said. Fix the fucking problem. Save her. Jack yelled at our team, smashing tables many nights. Who could blame him? He was the Archangel, the man of the people. He helps, he saves. But in this case, he couldn't do anything but watch. He could only try to ease the pain and suffering of someone he loved. Xavier, how long was this going on? Well, Jack, aka the Archangel, got in touch with me, Laura said. It was only a few weeks after Claire was moved to her new room. So, 6 months, Xavier said. Yes, Laura said. I became her main physician, as did Malcolm. We tried. Xavier, you have to believe us, Laura insisted. Both Laura and Malcolm nodded in agreement. I believe you, Xavier said. Did my sister have any say in what you were doing with her genetic cells? Yes, Laura and Malcolm said. She agreed to the experiments. We tried everything. When we told her there was nothing we could do, she seemed at peace. We informed her about the results of the vaccine, and she seemed pleased. It will be free to all. No one will have to pay for it ever. She asked Laura. Well, I can't guarantee that. It costs money to manufacture, but I'm sure we can figure something out, maybe insurance coverage or something. No, Claire said. I won't sign off on it then. A few days later, Open Mind Industries announced a new vaccine named Hope. It was to prevent a certain type of cancer and was completely free, with no insurance necessary. Amanda spoke up. I heard about that. It made big news. You're telling me Jack had something to do with that? Laura replied. Jack had everything to do with it. He's the founder, head, chairman, and CEO. Who the hell is going to tell him no? Amanda laughed nervously. Xavier said, 2 days later, she was dead. Maybe that's what she was waiting for. I don't know. Maybe she did find peace. Maybe I'm just upset that my best friend lied to me. Amanda said, Listen, we all get it. But what the hell? What was he supposed to do? Walk around saying, Hey, my name is Jack. I'm the Archangel? He's got a pretty big target on his head right now. He's already taken down 3 of the 6. He would have had the 4th, but Amanda, realizing she said too much, noticed everyone turning to Xavier. What did you say? Xavier asked, his tone more aggressive. Amanda blushed. I have to go and finish up my chapter for the night. My readers are depending on me. Amanda. Oh, I'm writing a book? It's called Learning to Love, and it's about a girl named Callie. I'm trying to finish up the next chapter for Grace before her surgery tomorrow. Jennifer says, Yeah, we know about the book. But how the hell did you know Archangel almost took down the 4th member of the 6? Amanda nervously starts playing with her pendant around her neck. It's a raven her mother gave her when she graduated high school. I don't. It was on the news, wasn't it? Something about an assassination attempt. Assassination attempt. Xavier says. No, there was no mention of that. I did hear something about a gas leak explosion. Oh, that's right, Amanda says. There was a gas leak explosion. Those poor people. Jennifer, that's funny, Amanda, because there was no report of a gas leak. The senator got to his destination a little bit later than usual. They had a mechanical issue with his transport. Amanda is sweating, rubbing the raven pendant around her neck even harder now. "What are you hiding, Amanda?" Xavier says. "Jack's the Archangel, and my sister has become a cure for some cancer, and now my first officer starts acting all crazy, talking about one of the members of the Six. What the fuck is going on?" Jennifer looks at Amanda very carefully. "Now, my friend works security on Horizon. He said they spotted the Archangel and another woman soldier fighting each other. Archangel almost killed her, ripping off her helmet." Amanda replies, "Wow, that's crazy." Jennifer continues, You know what's even crazier? You look a lot like her. Crazy, right? The thing she was wearing, same pendant." Jennifer pulls up a photo on her tablet. "This isn't public knowledge. No one knows about it." She hands Xavier the tablet. Xavier presses play. The video is high quality, taken from a security drone. He watches for a moment and then presses pause. Indeed, the Archangel and the woman soldier are fighting. It's a hell of a fight. Both of them know what they're doing. This is not their first rodeo. The woman soldier falls to her knees, exhausted. Archangel begins to walk away, leaving her there, but she says something that gets his attention. He turns and walks toward her. The words, "Is that what you think?" can be heard. He grabs her by the head, crushing her helmet, and then rips it off. The woman soldier gasps for air. Archangel says something, then puts a respirator on her face and drops her back to the ground. After getting shot in the head, he looks annoyed and turns back to look at someone. He takes off his helmet, looks the woman soldier in the eyes, and says something before turning his head, revealing his face. The video ends with static as someone finds the drone and takes it out. Xavier drops the tablet. "Jennifer, tell me no one else has seen this video." "Not that I'm aware of," Jennifer says. "Your friend on Horizon is trustworthy?" Xavier asks. "Yes," Jennifer assures him. "Archangel helped him in his time of need. You have my word." "Good," Xavier replies, "because if he crosses Jack or Raven, it's going to be the end for him." Amanda was shocked. "No one calls me Raven. Only my mother." She says it in a tone that suggests, "You don't get to call me that." "And yet," Xavier replies, "your armor has the Raven emblem on it." Laura grabs the tablet, and she and Malcolm watch the video with their faces in shock. "You're the Blue Raven," Malcolm says. "Holy shit, you almost had him." He adds, "I would have paid to have been there for round 2. I think you can take him," throwing a jab in the air. Amanda blushed. Xavier said, "Please, Malcolm, don't encourage her. It's enough that I have 2 people playing vigilante on my ship." Jennifer replied, "It's kind of fucking badass." Laura and Malcolm agreed, "Yeah, it kind of is." Xavier turned to Amanda. "When I asked you in the elevator this morning if you had any secrets I should know about, why didn't you mention this?" Amanda replied, "What's the point of a secret if you're just going to tell everybody?" Everyone looked at Xavier, pretty much saying she's not wrong. "Sam, what time is it?" Xavier asked. "It's 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time." Malcolm and Laura said, "We have to get going. Grace's surgery is in the morning." Amanda added, "Which reminds me, I promised her I would read her my new chapter." Jennifer replied, "No spoilers. Beth is just catching up." Laura also admitted, "I'm behind on a few chapters myself. Medical paperwork never ends." Jennifer said, "I want to cuddle with my wife. After all this, I just want to sleep for a lifetime. After today." "Good night, everyone," Xavier said. Xavier sat in the crew lounge alone, looking into space. Amanda walks into the med bay. "Grace, you're still awake." "Yeah, I'm a little nervous about tomorrow." "You're gonna do fine," Amanda reassures her. "You think so?" "I know so," Amanda says. Grace smiled. "Did you finish it?" "I did. It took me a while, but I finished this week's chapter." Grace gets comfortable on her bed. "Will you lay with me?" she asks Amanda. "I don't know if your bed can hold both of us." "It can, I promise," Grace says. Grace tries to scoot over. "Do you need help?" Amanda asks. "Nope, I got it." "Okay, if you say so," Amanda replies. Amanda gets on the bed and makes herself comfortable. Grace smiles ear to ear and puts her head on Amanda's chest. Comfy? Amanda asks. Yup. Okay, Amanda says. Here we go. Learning to Love by Amanda Panda. Amanda Panda? Grace says. What's a panda? Amanda looks at her. Do you want me to read to you, or are you going to keep asking questions? Both, Grace replies, looking at Amanda with her blue eyes. Amanda gives her a little tickle. Grace squeezes Amanda even tighter and gets comfy again, placing her head back on Amanda's chest. Let's start again. It's getting late, Amanda says. Learning to Love by Amanda Panda. Grace giggles. I still don't know what a panda is. Chapter. Amanda begins. Grace finally falls asleep. Amanda gets up and tucks her in, the memory gel readjusting for her. Amanda kisses her and says, Good night. As Amanda begins to walk away to head to her room, she stops, looks back, and walks to Jack's tank. She examines the monitors. Everything looks normal. Jack, Amanda says, I don't know if you can hear me, but you were right. This is bigger than us. It's going to take all of us. Jack, I don't know if you can hear me or understand me, Amanda says. She notices his brain waves fluctuating, and his pulse increases very slightly. Good night, Jack. Sweet dreams, Amanda adds. As she turns away, she says, Maybe after this, you can take me on that date. I owe you that much. I love you, Amanda whispers. Suddenly, the bracelet on Jack's left wrist begins to glow. Author's note: hope you guys enjoying this. So far, who do you think would win in a fight? Amanda or Jack? Apparently Jack took round one. I also want to thank author Amanda Panda for inspiring me to write again. Highly recommend checking out her book. On this app, it's called Learning to Love. Give it a read, won't you?